I wasn't originally planning on recording this, but I just want to see if this works. This is going to be quite... Actually, I need that there. Quite a tasty little... idea here. So, my problem, I don't think, is mana generation over here in Botania, right? Oh, by the way, hello. I don't think my problem is the mana generation. It could be the mana transfer, right? I'm not sure, because these are always full while these things are transferring, and I've got 6 going to one of them. Now, I think that's really inefficient. So I'm wondering if you guys all go there, and then you've all connected to your correct mana spreader, right? I just want to see how quick this can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You start burning. Not too much. There it goes. Really? Okay, so turns out that one of these is not enough to keep a mana spreader going. It's good to know. So now what we could do is put you there, link you to there and to you. Link you to there and to you. Yes, you're good. Bloop. Drop another one down. And then... Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's definitely going up quicker, but still not enough. Interesting. I reckon 1 mana spreader could easily do 3 endoflames without too much of a problem. And the amount of mana that I can produce isn't too bad. So what if, he says, what if we just make 3 endoflames? So that'd be 18 endoflames. Endoflames. Oh, what do we need? Brown, 2 brown, a red, and a light grey. So brown. How many browns have we got? Not a lot. Light grey. Okay, so light greys, browns, and reds. And this is what we can do. Instead of the way I was going to do it, how about we just do it this way? I've only got red shimmering mushrooms. I don't actually have any red left. Ah, she's. Dang it. That's rather annoying. Yeah, I don't have any. So red. What's it called? A red. Mystical red. Mystical red. Yeah. Okay, so I need to grow some. So I need some at Botania. What's it called? The fancy stuff. You know, the fancy pink thing. Can't find it now. A botanical fertilizer. Hello. Okay. Instead of doing that, we'll just go botanical. That's not what it's called then. Mystical fertilizer then? Fertilized essence? No. That one. Floral fertilizer. Should have enough. 19. Okay. So, and I need shears. So, bear with me for a bit. I'm just going to try this as an idea and see how I go. Okay, well I got a red, so that's fine. Red turns into many petals. And then I'll just need this and this. And so what we do is paddle, paddle, paddle. Goodbye, small torch. Paddle, 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 paddle. And then, oh, I needed bone meal. Because we can just bone meal them. And then we slice them up. That's what we do. So I'm going to just kind of do some work here at Botania. I'm going to make a whole heap of endoflames. This may end up being a waste of time. It might be. And you might be, if you're a Botania kind of expert, you might be screaming at the computer right now going, no, Cream Puff, you're doing a stupid thing. Don't do the stupid thing. But I'm a Botania noob, and I feel like just with enough endoflames and enough coal, which we have just stacks of. Well, that was a fail. I think will be okay. And then I think, if I remember right, you need to shear, is it the top of it? Yes. Like that. And then we get heaps of these, mystical tall flowers, and you get 4 from each one, and then we just repeat. I've got mystical tall grass. Is that what that said? And then we just repeat the process. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll be back. So having a look at this, nah, yeah, no. So I have three endoflames running per spreader, and they're still not even coming near doing any good with the spreaders. Really, the spreaders are firing relatively soon, so I could probably take, like, I could probably do five endoflames per spreader, but it's really slow. It's really slow generation. So sitting here watching this is going to take forever to even get to half of one. So back to the drawing board. We're going to redo our whole Botania kind of thing. And I'm going to look up entropiniums. Because I think they are going to be really just what we need. So if I have a look at this, generating flora. So the Gourmaryllis, I think, would also be good, because I have a lot of cakes, actually. Cake? I've got quite a lot of cake, and these things generate a lot. So a steak will take 4 seconds to digest, an apple will take 2, a loaf of bread will take 2, and so on. So amount of mana created also makes use of this value, but in a way where the more points the food heals, the more efficient it is. For example, a single steak will produce more mana than 2 apples, both absolutely and per second. Note that feeding the Gourmaryllis the same type of food multiple times in a row will result in subsequent one producing less mana. So, these require fire and summer. So, the fire ones are fine. I can make the fire ones. The rune of summer, I guess, requires the rune of air and earth. An adhesive, which is fine in melon slices. I think, like, I've read that... Oh, it's the rune of autumn. I've read that the Gourmaryllis is a good way to go. The mana is created when it's done. Any other food it finds, it'll also develop, but no create. My only thing is, I wonder if I can actually place the cakes around it, or if I have to throw them on it. Because if I can place them around it, I can just use automatic places to do that, and that would be fantastic. So there's that, or there's the entropinium, which makes a lot of mana at once from explosions. So mana from TNT. So this takes a rune of fire and a rune of wrath. The rune of wrath takes a rune of winter and earth, plus 2 mana diamonds, and the rune of winter takes a rune of earth. And so that's kind of harder to make, I guess, but I can just knuckle down and do it. And the munch dew uses leaves, which is like kind of interesting, because I could put outputs a hefty amount of mana per tree eaten. However, after it finishes eating all the available leaves, when left without any, it'll take a break from doing so and will only be able to eat again after a bit over a minute. So they're easy enough to make. The rune of gluttony is tougher, because that requires winter and fire, etc., etc., but it does do quite a bit. Slime, chunks, Rosa Arcana, the Therma Lily. That's the same with lava, but I don't know. I need to constantly give it lava, which I don't really want to do. So during the cooldown period, if the power were to absorb any lava, it instead consumes it, generating no mana and having to wait 5 minutes from there to start over. So that's... It's really kind of a little bit irritating. It's a semi-automatable. Yeah, I don't really like it. So I think I'm going to try the Gourmaryllis. It's the easiest, and it's the next step up. So I'm going to go off and make all of the things that I need for it. And we'll try Gourmaryllis and see how we go. There's a couple of cool things that I learned from doing that. When I was making these runes of summer, it doesn't actually use the other runes that you've made. So I kept on getting these back so I could make quite a few of them. So I've made 3. Just because I want to see the Gourmaryllis and how many. I'm going to make 3 of them. So two light grey, yellow, and red. We've got plenty of red. We've got plenty of red. Let's just clear up some stuff out of my inventory. These are all the things, obviously, I needed to make the runes. I thought it was going to be much more arduous than it was, but actually that was kind of easy and kind of relaxing as well. So we need yellow. How are we doing for yellow? I got 8. Let's just make some more. So we've got shears. Yes, I do. Go make some more. And we'll make our Gormarillis and see how we go. Now, I totally and utterly know how I can automate this, which is kind of the thing I'm most excited about, because any bit of automation I can do at this stage in the game is just gravy. It's fantastic. And that's kind of a bit of the problem that we've had. That's all. We'll just do light grey. Is as we go into this, I really need to automate all the things, and I haven't been doing that. I'm not... I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't play modded Minecraft all of that much. When I do, I love it. And especially this pack. The reason I've loved it so much, and probably the reason I'll go on and play another pack like this, is it's all just a bit of a puzzle that you need to put together. So what I liked about this is the fact that in order to get my empowered stuff, I need to make all of this work. So I need to kind of solve the puzzle of Botania, I guess. And I've put my bucket away because I'm a flunking numpty. Yeah, I kind of need to solve the problem or solve the puzzle of Botania. So I've had to learn how to do Botania along the way. And I've spent lots of time looking at wikis and watching like Hypnotize and Direwolf just so I know what I'm doing. And that's fun to me. I like it. What did I need? What am I here for? What's the purpose of life? Well, I need seeds. And the other thing I need is... bucket. I need a bucket. Yeah, so this is kind of like, this is my happy place because it's solving puzzles and it's calming and relaxing. I don't have to worry about the fighting or the dying. I just get to solve puzzles. Some puzzles are excruciatingly annoying as, so the empowering, to be honest, I know there's kind of a gated thing. So, obviously you need empowered stuff in order to work. Yes. You need the empowered stuff in order to blah, blah, blah. So that's where the difficulty lies, is in the empowering. But the problem is I feel like once you've got there, I shouldn't have to continue doing this, all the empowering. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. It's a rune of fire and a rune of summer. Yes. Beautiful. And phew, we've got a Gormarillis. And my favourite thing about this is I can just do this. Right click with an empty hand, chuck some seeds in. Bosh, bosh, right click with an empty hand, chuck some seeds in. Right, and yes, that did use the runes, but that's fine. So Gormarillis. Let's chuck these over here. So, I need a mana spreader. Did I bring one with me? No, but I'm just going to steal this one and plonk you down. Just because I'm curious. Okay, so you are linked to that. You need to be linked to you. All good. Now, if I can place a cake down like a block, and this Gormarillis can eat it, then we are good for mana, I think. Okay, so let's just grab some cake. Grab one of those and one of these. Good thing about this is I can put these in a block placer, and I can get them to do like a round robin, so it's not always placing the same block. Because... the Gormarillis, you get less and less mana for every subsequent bit of the same food that it eats. So this way, please work. No, it doesn't look like it's working. Can I pick you back up again? No, that breaks you. Okay, so can I chuck a holiday cake here? Damn it, it doesn't even eat cake. There we go. So a baked potato. Made a little bit. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about is... and he's not hungry now. I don't know where you came from. Epic Thundercat. But get epically deaded. Okay, so... okay. No, this is fine. I think... my biggest problem, right? Here's my biggest problem is these mana spreaders. The basic mana spreaders. They're just not that good. They're just not fast enough for what I need. So, it's time to create a portal to Alfheim, I think is what we're going to have to do. So, Alfheim. No, I need the book for that. So, the portal to Alfheim takes glimmering thingy-me-what's-it. So, blip, blip. We need natural apparatus. Alphamancy, the portal to Alfheim. We need 8 living wood blocks, which we might have. Living wood. 8 living wood, and that. And I'll also grab some spruce while I'm here, just to make some more. Spruce. Function. And I'll also grab my all-in-one tool back, because I keep putting it away. Like some insane, vast moron. So, I need that. What else do I need? Terrasteel nugget to create the Elven Gateway core. That goes at the bottom. So, I don't have any terrasteel? No. I don't even think I have the mana for terrasteel yet. Mana steel, mana pearl, mana diamond. Let's go see what it's looking like. And I'll grab some... What have I got food-wise? Can I just type in food? I can. I've got mutton. I've got mutton and I've got taters. So that's okay. I'll put down some Gormariluses. They can link up to that mana spreader. And then I guess we'll just see how much mana we can make. Nope. Before I go over there, I'm going to grab some more coal blocks because I'll light up my endoflames again. Yeah, so... There is, I guess, because we could use just regular droppers on a timer. So I think there's a timer. Yes, I can use a Dark Utilities timer. Gotta make that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And clock, easy, do that. So Dark Utilities timer and a dropper. Easy done. I'm just gonna see how this works. And if it does work. Because if this works... This could just be an easy automated, semi-automated. Well, if I could run ME cables over here, this would be automated. Okay, so Gorms, put down me Gorms, and you should all be linked to him. And he's going, oh my god, what are you about to do? Put down you, which you're facing the wrong way. So dropper and timer. Where's my? Did I not pick that up? God damn it. Just running back and forth. Eee. It's quick getting here, not quick getting away. So timer. Did I not make it? No, I didn't. I did everything but actually make it. So hopefully this means I can set it to release a piece of food regularly. So the plan is if that can... I think Gormarillis... My Gorms. I'm going to call them my Gorms. My Gorms... need, what is it? They need a break in between each one, I think it said. Small area around it. The amount of time it takes to digest. Delicacy depends on its nutritional value. Didn't that say something? The amount of mana created. Seen the same type of food multiple times. Interesting. Okay, so it didn't actually say that there needs to be a break. So, just going to put this down and eat it. Nom nom nom. That's actually not a bad food source. So this. Time is entered as ticks. There's 20 ticks in a second. Really? Yeah, I got that wrong. There's 20 ticks in a second. 10 seconds is 200 ticks. Okay, that makes sense. 30 seconds is 600 ticks. Well, let's just say 100 ticks would be 5 seconds. Okay. Good. Now, I can fill this full of that and this. Wow. So, 20 ticks a second. Let's just do 1 tick. Okay. Well, that ain't terrible, really. It went through it very, very quickly, but it didn't really produce that much mana, and I forgot to grab the coal blocks because I'm a freaking idiot. Let's just do that. He just ate, like, all of them. Yes. That's very strange, but... I need to... The only problem with this is, right... I don't know, I've put them all in there now. I think it goes along. So will it use this one next? No, it is random. Okay, so if I had a regular food generator that I could feed into this, and then that threw it into here, that would be pretty good, I would say. I'm still well off making the next freaking ingot, though. What's my solution? I don't know. Entropiniums, I guess. Entropiniums are going to be the way to go. Right. Redstone timer. That looks very pretty. That's that RF tools timer. Wow, the circuit board. Okay. This is a noodle scratcher. Don't actually know what to do. It's the portal to Alfheim I need to make. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to just get these endoflames going, just chuck food at the golems, and just hope for the best, really. I might make a cow farm in the meantime, put steak in here, because steak produces a fair amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are using 15 coal blocks a time. Well, the problem is, it's not even producing enough mana that I can sit here and see it happen. I mean, I could put another row of endoflames on here, because clearly, like, the mana spreaders are very, very much keeping up with it. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna do some research, have a think, figure out what I'm gonna do, and hopefully I can get this portal to Alfheim. No, you see, no. I think just a ridiculous endoflame setup is what I need to do. I need something that can drop a stack of stuff at a time. I need to make 64 endoflames, all feeding into these things. Because one of the problems I've got here is it's very slow. So it's 1, 2. It's like going 1 burst a second. That ain't right. That ain't okay. So, more endoflames. It's the only answer. I'm just going to try that. I realize it's probably not the best. How do we make a floating endoflame? So what is it? It's red, brown, and thingy. Red, brown, and light grey. Red, brown, and light grey. Which we can totally do. I'm going to come back. I'm going to make a stack of endoflames. And I'm going to see if I can max out this mana generation with that. Okay? I'll be back afterwards. A broken man. No. I'll be back and we'll see just how that's gone. So I'm back. Bit of a long break there. I'm going to tell you a little story. It's funny. It's just, I've just finished up on my dinner, which was a really delicious satay from this little place that we found. We were searching for, before I finish, this is my current mana setup. Look at this. Turns out you can only have a maximum of 6. These work in a radius of 6 around them. So it's probably not the most efficient in the world, because these still do not max out a single mana spreader. So I could change it up a little bit, but this actually works surprisingly well. So what I've been doing is I've been using coal blocks, which burn for ages, right? But that was using up all my coal, because there's 30 of these, so I need to use 30 coal blocks at a time. But then I was looking through this, furnace fuels, and I found that this, crushed dark gems, burn for the same time as coal blocks, and we have 9,000 of them. So, to wit, we do this, we walk backwards, these all fire up, boom, quite loud, and then these start bursting mana, and it's really, really nice. It's really nice to see. So you can see it keeps up with the mana. I guess the good thing is they never stop shooting, so I would say that this is almost the perfect amount, and this goes up still pretty slowly, but the thing is I can make my terrasteel, and that drains heaps of mana, but the amount of time it takes to make 1 terrasteel ingot is roughly, I would say, the same amount of time it takes to empower a emeradic crystal block. So it's not terrible because we can do this, take it over there, set it up, come back, and as long as I've given this thing enough, as long as I've given this thing the dark gems, it's alright. So, so for some of the, I guess Botania purists or whatever, or Botania masters, this isn't the best setup in the world. I understand that. I totally get it. I know that there are better ways to do it. Oh. Would you look at that? I'm out of... Really? Am I really out of essence? Wow, I really am. Okay, need to get some more essence buckets. And I'm out of potions. Oscar glass, I've only got 4 of left. And what are you looking like? You're terrasteel, so you've got nothing. And I've got 1 empowered in there. Because I just finished it up. So, if I go here and I'll grab the stuff that I need. And I'll just set up this stuff while I tell you my my wonderful story. Anyway, so... K-Bug was really wanting a Luxor, but she wanted a vegetarian Luxor. She doesn't really like seafood and blah, blah, blah. This one. No, it's got 3 in it. And we don't really eat meat, so we wanted a vegetarian Luxor. And then we'll just wait for the interminably long time that this takes to send the thing up. There we go. So she couldn't really find one for delivery, and we're like, nah. So I found this place. It was about 15 minutes away. So we ordered it, and I walked in, and it was the shabbiest looking place in the world. Like, honestly, I was terrified. It's the kind of place that you think you're just going to look at and kind of get food poisoning, which is horrible to say. But, you know, the menu was just a photocopied sheet up on the wall. And the guy came out, and he was wearing some old old joggers, like some old sneakers and just some shabby clothes. And he was just like, yep, whatever. But the food was amazing. So good. And I often find that, especially with, like, Asian places. So this was like a, I guess it was broadly Vietnamese. But they just kind of did generic Asian food, I guess. But yeah, so good. And I think, yeah, see, it's kind of slow. But I reckon that by the time this is done, this is going to be ready to go for another one. While we're waiting, yeah, I reckon that's true of a lot of Asian places. The dodgier they look, I think sometimes the better food they make. So in the town that I grew up in, my favourite Chinese place was hideous to go into. Like, it was built in 1979 and hadn't changed at all since then. At thermal. None of that worked. Okay, at thermal. But the food was amazing, and then they got shut down for massive health violations. But yeah, that's by the way. So I wanted to see item allocator. I think this thing's going to give us what we need. What are you missing? Platinum plates. Really? Platinum. I don't think I have a recipe for platinum plates. Just make a bunch. This thing, I've read, this might be able to help me to make what I need. Or to automate item allocator. This might be exactly what we need to what's the word? Automate our endoflames here. So I was reading up about it and reading a few threads on Reddit, and it seems like this might work. So I think this will spit out the number of items that we want it to, and we can set it up on a timer. So if I do this, aha, input nothing, output by 16 or 8. Okay, so it does a 64 by 32. 16. Aha. Okay, so we want it to do... Well, we may lose some here, but we want to do this. So I think... Oh, it needs RF. Really? Stores and transfers items can automatically extract. Better than a hopper. So what this should do is if we give it power, it should spit out 32 items. So I think power and a redstone signal. So redstone signal high. Power-wise, I suppose I could run... Yeah, okay. We'll just run one of these cables down there. It gives me an excuse to get rid of these. Boop, boop, boop. And these. And we'll run these cables up to it. And we'll give it a redstone signal. And we'll see how we go. So I think when you give it a redstone signal, it should plop out the amount of items that you want it to. That's the theory. And I'm hoping it also becomes the fact. Also, massive shout out to Seven Oaks Cider. Because it's so good. It's delicious. Yep. I'm just settling in for a nice night. I'm going to record probably 4 or 5 episodes tonight, I think, at this rate. Depending on how quick... depending on how quick I can get the stuff that I need to do done. And as long as it doesn't get too grindy, we should be good to go. Okay, so I need to hop up here, Yeah, you loud boy. So relays. Yeah, like that. Hopefully that's not too far. That feels like it might be too far. From you to you. Can you do that? Yes, good. And then we might just, well, if I can put a post here, and then I'll pillar up with the living rock, and put another relay here. This might actually just be enough. Oh, look at that. Freaking ninja wiring. And then we need one of the other things that I forgot the name of. Connector. I just need an LV wire connector. That, I doubt it's going to need much more power than that. And all we need to do is make sure it's fed with dark gems. And this should work. LV. Should have heaps of them. Yes, I do. And then we can just set it up with the timer. I need to figure out how long they burn for. I need to time it and then figure it out via ticks. Timer. Bosh. Bish. Right. And then just get it to spit out every however many ticks it takes. And then we'll spit out those number of items. The whole things will burn. And I'll just have automated mana production. Be great if I could automate the terrasteel production. So I guess what I could do is if I could run a signal from here, and when it recognizes that it's at half a mana pool, when it's at half a mana pool, that starts probably like the quick dropper or whatever it is into there. That would be quite good. So put you there. LVY coil. Do that. And it's got no RF. Oh, does this not... Is this one of those cases where it's not going to take... Oh. Oh. There's no power in any of these. That's a bit of a worry. Damn it. Okay. Let's just try tactic number 2. I'm just going to go down and steal... it seems like a daft idea. I was going to go steal one of these. But I kind of need that to make this thing. Energy cell? Any chance I've got an energy cell just flopping around the place? No. I've got this one, but... integrated dynamics. Well, it is RF, so maybe let's just bring that somewhere to charge. Of course it's raining. Wouldn't be this series if it wasn't raining. So I'm hoping that'll keep its charge. Good. I'm glad we're long past the days where breaking your block means that you no longer keep its charge, because that really sucks. And hopefully if I put this next to it, it's not going to drain too much. I find it weird that it says it needs RF. Yet at the same time, it has no bar for RF on it anyway, but that's okay. And now I'll put that there. Still says 0 RF. What? I don't get this. Stores and transfers items. Hold shift and control to fine-tune quantities. Auto output enabled. Yep. Interesting. Interesting. I don't have my quest book on me. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to go figure this thing out. The item allocator. Okay. I think I've figured this out. And I think it's because this item allocator isn't like a hopper or a dropper or anything. It's just a holder and a deliverer. So I think if I think it's a quick dropper. I could use a quick dropper from Sky Resources. Or Botania has the open crate, I think. Is it the open crate? Wish I could find it. Abstruse platform, Elven Gateway. Well, there's none of those. I'll just look up open crate. I think it's the open crate. Yes. And what's that? It's just living wood, which we don't have any. Damn. Really? Living wood planks. Oh, okay. I didn't know such a thing existed. The problem is my screen seems to be quite dark, so the living wood just looks like slightly brown black squares. It's a bit strange. Anyway, so this should, if I'll pick up, it doesn't require RF as far as I can tell. It doesn't. I'll pick up that, pick up you, and then I'll just put an open crate here, and then an item allocator on top, and then configure to output at the bottom. No, that's the bottom. And then just set like this, and put you in. Doesn't appear to be working. Our redstone control is still on. Aha! Right. It works. So, if we put redstone control on high, I'm going to use a piece of living rock, because that would make sense. No, not there. Right here, and then we will put a timer on it. And then I'll just stand back. What? Okay. So it just went and dropped it all. So 100 ticks. So 20 ticks in a second. So this should be clicking every tick. Tick. Okay. So I want to see this drop every tick. Kind of working. So 20 ticks in a second. 10 seconds is 200 ticks. So if I put in 1,000 ticks, so a minute's 1,200. So I reckon 1,200 wouldn't be a terrible time. Every minute. So this should only go up every minute. Okay, so far, so good. You're doing your thing. See, almost halfway. Hell of a lot quicker than we were doing it last time. So all we need to make sure we're doing is just feeding this with crushed dark gems. So let's just go and crush all of the dark gems. You finished? Excellent. I do have another terrasteel for you. Look at that. I just need to make sure more imbuing potions. Boop. So next episode we're going to make this fusion control thing, maybe, hopefully, possibly. So what do I need? What did I come here for? Dark gems. Dark gems. Let's just take, no, that many. And then we'll bung you in here. And effectively we've automated, we've just automated terrasteel production. Almost. It's still manual in that I have to make the terrasteel myself, but in terms of actual producing the mana for it, it's all automated, baby. So I'll know this has worked if I come over here and there's no dark gems, like crushed dark gems just sitting on the ground, which there isn't, and this would now be full enough to craft another one. Bosh, bosh, and a bingity bash bosh. And now we do that. And there it is. That's it. We've mastered Botania. Don't need anything else. I suppose as we keep going, the endoflames are just bomb, really. I think they're fantastic. Because they're very, very easy to do. All you need to do is just drop some coal near them, or in this case, dark gems. Bam. Terrasteel. Bosh. Thank you. And while we're here, we shall make some more. I'm guessing not enough mana to continue producing that. So I've drained it completely, but that's okay. Alright. So, that is my Botania setup for now. The next thing I'll do, I guess, is to try and, if I want to, I mean, I don't know if I need so much terrasteel that I need to automate it. Of course, say that now. I'm curious if I go to uses of terrasteel. Gotta remember I can't do it from there. Look at Terra Blade, terrasteel dust. Like if I have a look at the crafting things, a block of terrasteel. Now I need ingots for something. Gaia Spirit ingot. Yeah, well I'll need it for that, but that's okay. Because I'm only going to get small amounts of those. Terrasteel seeds needs a premium, so that's well off. Okay. So I don't think we need it for anything. Terrasteel dust doesn't look like we need it for anything, so not too bad. This is pretty much our main need for it. And I think after we build these machines, I don't know how much extra need we're going to have for it. So, imbuing. So, yeah. That pretty much does it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Don't say it very often, but if you would like to like, comment, or subscribe, I'd be much appreciated. I'd be much appreciated. I still won't be able to speak properly, but, you know, I think we get used to that. I suppose I've got a plan for the next episode, if you'd like to know. In the next 2 episodes, in fact. What we're going to do is I'm going to set up the mob farm again, because I'm running low on a few things, so I need some more ender pearls and I need some more other things. We're actually going to set up a wireless connection down to this. I'm going to set up a little mini version of this down at my mob spawner, and then kind of wirelessly connect the two. So that's going to be rather good. I'm going to build my fusion computer control thing. I'm going to up the crafting, and then I think the next step, I mean the biggest thing we need to do actually, is I want a void resource miner tier 5. And what do we need for that? We need obsidian, ironite, and, well actually that's all we need. Interesting. I thought tier 5 was gated in some way, because at tier 5 I can start getting prosperity ore shards, which is what I'm working towards, because prosperity, it doesn't actually say. There's prosperity ore? Yes. So a void ore -6 is what we need. Which needs the ironite. And in order to get ironite, you need ironite crystal, which you get from a void ore miner tier 4. Which is why we're kind of going through this process. Which reminds me, actually, I should probably switch this over. I've got enough mica now. So I'm going to make a whole heap of speed upgrades, and we're going to get the cryonite. Thank you. And we're going to get the Chironite crystals much, much faster. So we might actually do that in the next episode. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you in the next episode of Cream Puff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. Like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. Bye-bye.